Hi everyone, welcome to For the Agenda. My name is Huang, and today I'm going to be talking about the Grammy 2022 nominations. Now, I was supposed to get this video earlier. I'm sorry. I had a final to worry about, but we're here. And it was originally going to be just a reaction video on the nominees. So, as my way of saying I'm sorry for the delay, I'm also going to be providing predictions of who I think could win or should win. Now, the Grammys, for me, is like the Oscars, in the sense that I have trust issues with them. I don't trust them always to make the right decision when it comes to nominees and winning, because I'm still traumatized from the year where Anti by Rihanna had 8 nominations, and they gave her how many wins? 0? Right? That's where my trust issues stem from. Let's be honest, because that album deserved all the wins. But nevertheless, we're here in 2022, and we're going to be talking about it. So the nominations are out. There are like 86 categories. I'm not going to go through all 86. I'm going to go through the ones where I felt certain songs or albums or a music video in one case, there were snubs. There were robberies of all kinds. We're going to just dive straight into it, and we're going to start from the bottom to the top. And we're going to start with Best Music Video, obviously recognizing the best music videos released in the year in which it was eligible. And the cutoff point, if I have understood correctly, was October 1st of this year. So a lot of videos that were really good could have made the cut. So let's see who they got. Shot in the Dark by AC/DC. Freedom by John Batiste. I Get a Kick Out of You by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Peaches by Justin Bieber featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. Okay. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X. And Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. So, I obviously started off here because there's a music video I love and adore that I felt should have been here, isn't here, and upsets me that it is not here. And that's Wild Side by Normani featuring Cardi B. That is one of the best music videos I've seen this year, and for it not to get the recognition it deserves, it's upsetting. Here, my prediction, I think Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X, I feel got a lot of people talking, and I do think it was a great music video. It was really, really great. One of the best of the year as well. But then there's Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. I think it's between those two for sure. My prediction, I'm gonna go with Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and the upset would be Olivia Rodrigo's Good For You. But okay, next up, Best Melodic Rap Performance. The nominees are Pride Is the Devil by J. Cole featuring Lil Baby. Need to Know by Doja Cat. Industry Baby by Lil Nas X featuring Jack Harlow. What's Your Name by Tyler, the Creator and Company. And Hurricane by Kanye West featuring The Weeknd and Lil Baby. Okay. So Need to Know by Doja Cat was one of the songs I really thought was going to get nominated this year a lot more. This is actually, I think, the only place where it's nominated in a big category, which is surprising because it's a really good song. Probably going to show up in my Spotify Wrapped as one of my songs of the year. So the fact that it didn't show up more at the Grammys is surprising. And that is the song I think should win. And I could see it most likely winning. If it's not Need to Know, which would surprise me, then definitely going to be Industry Baby. Those two are, it's really between those two, that category. Both great songs, both deserving. I would give the edge to Need to Know. Next up, Best Rap Performance. The nominees are Family Ties by Baby Keem featuring Kendrick Lamar. Up by Cardi B. My Life, J. Cole featuring 21 Savage and Maury. Way Too Sexy by Drake featuring Future and Young Thug. And Thought Shit by Megan Thee Stallion. Good for Megan. I would give this to Thought Shit by Megan Thee Stallion. Bias showing, yes, because I really love Megan Thee Stallion's work. I think Thought Shit by Megan Thee Stallion should win. I'm glad to see Cardi B nominated, but if Thought Shit's not winning, I think it is going to Drake for Way Too Sexy. Next up, Best R&B Song. We've got Damage by Her, Good Days by SZA, Heartbreak Anniversary by Giveon, Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic, and Pick Up Your Feelings by Jasmine Sullivan. I've heard Leave the Door Open, and I've heard Good Days. I'm biased here. I would like to see Silk Sonic win this award. I love Leave the Door Open. It is such a good song. It is nominated a couple more times throughout the categories that I'm still going through. I'd like to see Silk Sonic take this. If Silk Sonic doesn't take it, then maybe they'll give it to SZA or Jasmine Sullivan. I've heard a lot of good things about Jasmine Sullivan. But the Recording Academy really loves her too, so it's a toss-up, but I would like to see Leave the Door Open win this category. Because it's Silk Sonic, and I love Silk Sonic. And Bruno Mars released an album after almost 5 years. So of course I'm on board. Next up, Best R&B Performance. The nominees are Lost You by Snow Alagera, Peaches by Justin Bieber featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. Is that R&B? Okay. I'll give it to them. I mean, it was more R&B than his last album, Changes, so I guess if we're going by that. It's a catchy song. It's a good song. It's probably the only song I really connected with on that his newest album, Justice. That and Die For You. I think those are the two songs I connected with. But Peaches nominated for Best R&B Performance. Anyways, Damage by Her, Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic, Pick Up Your Feelings by Jasmine Sullivan. Now we're talking about performance. And in this category, the performers are Silk Sonic. They give you fantastic performances, very accurate to the eras they're trying to depict with this new album. So here, I think the one who should win, and most likely will win if the Grammys vote the way I think they're going to in terms of performance, it's Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. That's their category. Justin, I think, will be happy that he got into R&B. Next up, Best Alternative Music Album. Nominees are Shore by Fleet Foxes, If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power by Halsey. Hell yeah. Super happy for Halsey in this super happy. I love that album. I thought it was really, really good. It's still stuck on my head. Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast, Collapsed in Sunbeam by Arlo Parks, Daddy's Home by St. Vincent. Real quick though, and I'm just being honest here as a 21 Pilots fan. For a moment, because I know they have been nominated before, in the back of my mind before the nominations came out, I was like, maybe they'll get a nomination for Scaled and Icy, maybe for Shy Away, the song. I thought it was really good. They didn't. They're not nominated here this year. I personally like the album Scaled and Icy. I have seen mixed reviews. I understand that maybe it's not the best album they've done. That's a fair judgment. You know, it's definitely a happy album, more than the usual vibe they go with. You know, it's a different style, different change. So, thought they would be here. They're not here. It's alright. But yeah, Best Alternative Music Album. The only nominee I know is If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, and I really love that album. It is for sure going to probably end up in my top albums of the year. Especially for The Lighthouse, I Am Not a Woman, I'm a God, Easier Than Lying, Bells in Santa Fe, Honey. But If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, I'm very happy with, and I really think that's the one that from a biased perspective should win, and I hope does win that. It's also the only nomination I see for that album. So, Grammys, you know what to do. Next up, Best Rock Album. The nominees are
Man.
Power Up by AC/DC, Capital Cuts live from Studio A, Black Pumas, No One Sings Like You Anymore Volume 1, Chris Cornell, Medicine at Midnight, Foo Fighters, McCartney 3 by Paul McCartney. Now listen. This is the category that pisses me off the most. Rock. Why do you say that? Why do you want pissed off? Let me tell you why. Because the best rock album, I'm sorry to say, is not in this list. You can't see my phone well because there's a glare right now. But you can see this list, and you know what's not on here? The best rock album. Because what's the best rock album? Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus. You want to talk about the best rock album? You put Miley in this category. I was shocked that Miley's album was not nominated for best rock album. Especially when it delivers. It is Miley's best work. It also feels like it's the best we've seen of her vocally. She gave a lot. She gave us hit after hit. Midnight Sky, Prisoners, Edge of Midnight, Angels Like You. The list goes on. So many good songs. And nothing? No nominations? Whatsoever? This is where my trust issues with the Grammys happen. I don't understand. It's the best rock album. In my opinion, should have won, could have won, would have won. Miley Cyrus, Plastic Hearts. I don't really feel like doing predictions for this category because it really pisses me off the more I look at it. But I'm going to root for AC/DC because AC/DC is a great band. Classic hits. But Miley Cyrus should have been here. Anyways, best rock song, no, best rock song's not here. Midnight Sky. Next, best rock performance. Again, Midnight Sky. Not here. So, next up, the pop category. I really love the pop category. It usually features a lot of the songs and albums I love throughout the year. As someone who considers himself more of a mainstream music listener, this is definitely more the category where I see a lot of my favorites either being nominated for or being robbed of. So let's see who they got this year. We got Best Pop Vocal Album. Alright. Nominees are...
Wait a damn minute.
Justice Triple Chucks Deluxe by Justin Bieber. What the hell is a Triple Chucks Deluxe? Is it a remember the days where it was just regular album, deluxe edition? Now we got a Triple Chucks Deluxe. Okay. Great, I guess. But I still don't think it should have been here. You know who should have been in this category? And this is definitely the album I would swap out for it. Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over by Demi Lovato. They gave one hell of an album. It is definitely on my best of the year so far of albums. And I was so shocked when Demi wasn't nominated. And there's another category that upset me that they weren't nominated for either. And we're going to get to that. Let's get back to the category. Justice Deluxe by Justin Bieber. Planet Her Deluxe by Doja Cat. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Positions by Ariana Grande. Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Alright, I'm going to do this by process of elimination. Planet Her is a great album. Really, really great. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a contender for my albums of the year. A lot of great songs I still listen to. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. I'm sorry, but I'm not a Billie Eilish fan. Don't come for me, Billie Eilish Nation. But I didn't like that first album that won a bunch of Grammys. Yeah, that album. Look, I just didn't vibe with it. It wasn't for me. I heard Happier Than Ever though. I gave it a chance, and it's still not exactly my complete vibe. But I could appreciate more Billie's artistry. I am still not there on the Billie Eilish train. However, I will give credit where credit is due. I had to pull it up here. Billie Bossa Nova, Oxytocin, and the Happier Than Ever edit. That was really good. I connected more with the edit than the regular version. Regular version lost me in the beginning but gained me back at the end, which is why I was happier with the edit. Happier Than Ever, vocally, I can understand why this is there. Positions by Ariana Grande. I'm a fan of Ariana Grande. I'm going to probably vote for her. And Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. This is a hard category, because you're talking about vocally the best pop albums. Because I see Happier Than Ever winning another award later on, I'm going to discard it there. But that's because I see it winning something else. We're going to get to that. So I discarded Happier Than Ever. You already know I discarded Justice before that conversation happened. So for me, it's between Planet Her, Positions, and Sour. Part of me wants to give it to Positions by Ariana Grande. Ariana didn't get much love from the Recording Academy for that album. So I think its best chance of winning is this category. It's a really good album for me. I really enjoyed it. But then you got Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Doja Cat. You know what? As long as a woman wins this category, I'm okay. Honestly, if a woman wins this category, I'm okay. I'll just settle for that. Anyone not named Justin Bieber can win this category, and I'd be fine. So next up, Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. I'm going to be really honest here. The first nominee is the one I'm voting for that I think should win, could win, and probably will win. And that is Love for Sale by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Look, I love this album. I've heard it. It is not the usual album I would listen to, but I've really enjoyed it. I liked in the beginning. I fell in love with it more now. Tony Bennett is an icon. He is one of the best. He will go down as a legend for sure. And, recently, if you don't know, they told Tony Bennett he can't sing anymore. This is his last album that he can put out. And he went out with a bang because I really loved his work with Lady Gaga. I'm so glad they got 6 nominations total. Really giving him the proper, victory lap that he deserves. And if I'm being completely honest, out of the 6 nominations, this is the one that I think for sure has to go to him. So yeah, Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. It's Love for Sale or We Riot. That's it. Next up, Best Pop Duo Group Performance. Okay. I have thoughts here. Okay. Let's get into it. So nominees are I Get a Kick Out of You by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga, Lonely by Justin Bieber and Benny Blanco, Butter by BTS, Higher Power by Coldplay, and Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA. Okay, now this is where I get mad real quick. You know what songs were robbed from here? Prisoner by Miley Cyrus and Dua Lipa should have been in here. Even if it's a rock album, in terms of collaboration, there wasn't a best rock collaboration, so I feel it had to be in here. That should have been in here, quite honestly. Met Him Last Night by Demi Lovato and Ariana Grande should have been in here. That is a great collaboration. I don't know how that wasn't here. Heartbreak Anthem by Galantis, David Guetta, and Little Mix should have been here or in the dance category, and it wasn't in either. Should have been here. Speaking of Little Mix, Confetti featuring Saweetie, I would have liked to have seen nominated too. There are a lot of good collaborations that were released this year. Oh, and Leave Before You Love Me by the Jonas Brothers and Marshmello. That should have been here too. That was a good collaboration. And again, that wasn't in the dance category either, but it should have been in the collaboration section. So let's go through this list real quick. Okay. I Get a Kick Out of You, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Great song. Really great. Loved it. Don't see it winning, unfortunately. But glad they got the nomination. Lonely by Justin Bieber and Benny Blanco. Full disclosure. Don't remember the song. Not sure if I really liked it on the first listen. So I'm discarding it. Butter by BTS. Be quite honest, this is the song that should win. Higher Power by Coldplay. They're not winning. The song just came out and showed up on my radar. And I heard it. And it was good. I wouldn't say Best Pop Duo or Group Performance considering all the other options I mentioned. But it was fine. I just wouldn't have given it the nomination, in all honesty. And I like Coldplay, but I wouldn't have gone this far for the song. Sorry. And Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA. You know what? Okay. The one I think most likely is winning is Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA. That's the one I think is most likely winning out of all of these options. The only other song I could see taking this win from Doja Cat is Butter by BTS. And I might give the edge right now to Kiss Me More, because I don't think the Recording Academy will come through for BTS. I'm sorry to the army. Next up, Best Pop Solo Performance. Anyone by Justin Bieber. Right on Time by Brandi Carlile. I have not heard Brandi Carlile's song. I've not heard a Brandi Carlile song. I always see Brandi Carlile nominated. I always say, you know what, the Grammys really like Brandi Carlile. I should listen to a song. Haven't done that. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish, Positions, Ariana Grande, Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. Alright, we're going to talk about the last three, which are the contenders here for me. So I mentioned pop vocal album. I would like to see it go to anyone in that category. And I am probably leaning towards Ariana. And here's why. Driver's License, I'm going to mention later on as to why I think it could win a bigger award. So, if I'm to be democratic, me, a Grammys voter that I am not, Best Pop Vocal Album would be Ariana. Happier Than Ever would win Best Pop Solo Performance. And then Driver's License would win up ahead. Next up, Best New Artists. The nominees are Arooj Aftab, Jimmy Allen, Baby Keem, Phineas. Didn't we already know Phineas with Billie Eilish? Is he singing? Is that how he got in? Because I knew he won for like a producer. Okay. Cool for Phineas. Glass Animals, Japanese Breakfast, The Kid Laroi, Arlo Parks, Olivia Rodrigo, and Saweetie. You should just announce the winner for this category right now, because there is no way, absolutely no way, with the year she's had, that Olivia Rodrigo is losing this award. She is the best new artist. Next up, Song of the Year. The nominees are Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. Is that Ed's only nomination? But that song's nominated for Okay. Wow. Bad Habits, Ed Sheeran. Song of the Year nominee. You know what? I like the song, but Song of the Year? Okay. A Beautiful Noise by Alicia Keys and Brandi Carlile. Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. Fight For You by her. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA. Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X. Peach again? Wow. Peaches by Justin Bieber featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. They're giving Peaches a lot of love with all these nominations. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought it was catchy. I wouldn't have gone this far. Wow. And you don't give Willow by Taylor Swift Song of the Year, but you can give it to Peaches a nomination? Okay. Sure, I'll believe that. I'll play along. Right on Time by Brandi Carlile. That's how it wraps up the category. Okay. So for 2022 Song of the Year, there should be Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. I feel could win this. Or... Damn, I really want Silk Sonic to win, but I really want them to win, but I think they're going to win R&B. I don't know if they'll win Song of the Year. In my heart, they won Song of the Year. Oh, but Montero. This is difficult. This is the problem when I like so many of the songs. Okay. Realistically speaking, this is between Driver's License, Happier Than Ever, and because they really love her, I wouldn't count out Fight For You. I'm going to say my prediction is Driver's License and the upset is Happier Than Ever. That's what I'm going with. I really do think it's Driver's License year. Next up. Okay. Album of the Year. Nominees are We Are by Jon Batiste, Love for Sale by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. This name. Justice Triple Chucks Deluxe by Justin Bieber. Really? Album of the Year. Okay, I don't think. Planet Her by Doja Cat. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Back on My Mind by her. Montero by Lil Nas X. Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Evermore by Taylor Swift. Donda by Kanye West. This is Taylor Swift's only nomination for Evermore.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Giving me a lot of reminiscence of Reputation, which I loved, but only got one nomination when I thought it would get more. For Album of the Year, this could go a couple of different ways. In my heart of hearts, I would like to think Taylor Swift takes this. As the only nomination, I think it would be great to see. Unfortunately, it looks very unlikely. The fact that Folklore won last year and got a bunch of nominations, and yet Evermore only got one. You know what? It would be cool to see Evermore take it and see Taylor win back to back. I wouldn't mind that. Not at all. In my opinion, I think Sour by Olivia Rodrigo has a very good chance of winning Album of the Year. But I think I have this weird feeling that Billie Eilish's Happier Than Ever is the front runner for this. And finally, Record of the Year. The nominees are I Still Have Faith in You by ABBA, which I didn't know this until they announced it. This is ABBA's first Grammy nomination. That's wild. First? Like, didn't win for Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia, Lay All Your Love on Me, Chiquitita, Fernando, none of the classics, Super Trooper, none of them. This is their first nomination as a group. Wow. So happy it happened, but damn. Took all these years. I've heard the song. I've heard their new album. Their own new album's pretty good. I like that a lot. Glad it's there. Don't see it winning, but glad they got nominated. Freedom by Jon Batiste. I Get a Kick Out of You by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Peaches by Justin Bieber and featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. Right on Time by Brandy Carlisle. Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA. Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X. Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. If Happier Than Ever wins, then Billie Eilish will have won this award 3 times in a row. I know I'm not giving this award to Peaches, that's for sure. Looking at this realistically, Record of the Year, I see this going to Montero or Driver's License. It'd be impressive if Billie Eilish wins 2020, 2021, and 2022 Record of the Year. But I don't know. I don't know if they'll do it. What a mess. Been through the ups, been through the downs. Grammys, you take 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Yes, I quoted Olivia Rodrigo on purpose. Lots of good songs nominated, lots of good albums nominated this year. But then there are a lot of songs and albums that didn't make the cut. And, for example, I felt should have maybe made the cut more than others. Especially more than the Triple Chucks Deluxe. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the Grammy nominations. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you liked it, you can hit the like button down below. Leave a comment. What are your thoughts, predictions for the Grammys? Do you have a certain song or album that you're rooting for? Any that you're still mad about, snub-wise? Subscribe to my channel. And remember, it's always for the agenda. Bye.